Every answer to every question is right here before your eyes. And now, you see it. Now you see it. And the star of our show, now you see him, Jack Nard.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, everybody. You were very kind. Thank you very much, and welcome to Now You See It, a game where the answers are right in front of your eyes. And here to play Now You See It, we have these 5 competitors ready for a fight to the finish. Only one of them will survive the battle and take on our current champion, who is Pat Neff. Pat, welcome back here. Nice to have you here. On our last show, Cheryl Milligan defeated our champion, went on to break our bank, and took home $9,000. And as our runner-up, you're coming back to represent the champion, sort of pro tem. Today, we're starting with a brand new, fresh $5,000. And as you know, Pat, the first thing we invite our champion, or champion pro tem, to do is to go up to the champions gallery, relax, and watch the action as these other players go at each other for the right to take you on. Okay, take your places, please. Their positions and their partners were chosen by lot before we went on the air. As soon as they're settled down, we're going to go over and meet them all. First of all, in the outside chair on team number 1, we have a Burbank secretary, also a married lady. Her name is Marcia Stewart, right?
Right.
How are your spirits today, Marcia?
Oh, fine.
Good, and welcome to the show. Your partner is Virginia Gillis, a teacher,
Hi.
or former teacher, that is, right? Good luck to you, ladies. You'll be playing against Sean Helber. Hiya, Sean.
Hi.
You're a teacher also, huh? And that handsome partner of yours is a married man, too bad, from Yorba Linda. His name is Kelly Olson. Hiya, Kelly. To all of you, a very fond welcome to Now You See It. Are you ready to play our game? All set? Good enough. Let's bring on the board. Here she comes. The big board. Now you see it. Now you don't. Here's what happens. In a moment, the 2 outside players will swing around with your backs to the board. Then I'm going to pose questions to the 2 of you in the middle facing front. You will search for the answer on the board and signal the instant you can identify the line in which the correct answer appears. If you are correct, your partner will then swing around, will have 3 seconds to locate the position and give me the answer. And you score according to the position of the answer on the board. And when you hear this sound, that means it's halftime, and you will change positions for the rest of the game. Are you ready? Okay, outside players, please, spin around. Okay, let's light up the board. And here is the first question. What Latin dance is said to yes, Virginia?
Line 1.
Okay, line 1 is right. Marcia, where's the answer?
Position 4, tango.
You're right, you got it without hearing the complete question. The complete question was, what Latin dance is said to take 2? It takes 2 to tango. Okay, you're first on the board. You have 5 points. Here comes the next question. Who did Santa hitch up with Dancer and Prancer? Yes, Virginia.
Line 2.
Line 2 is right. Okay, Marcia.
Position 1, dasher.
That is it. That's worth 3 more points for you. That's how we score. Position 2, or excuse me, line 2, position 1, total 3. And that's how we keep score. All right, it's 8-0. Here comes the next question. Who was partner to Andy in a long-running radio comedy series? Yes, indeed, Sean.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right. Okay, Kelly, where's the answer?
Position 3, excuse me, Amos.
That's right, position 3, Amos, and that's 7 points for your team. Now we have a tight game going. 8-7 is the score, and here comes the next question. What is the title of Harold Robbins' novel about the automobile industry? Buzzer got you. Both the players in the outside chair were nodding their heads. They knew the answer. Let's take a look at line 2, Virginia and Sean, and position 7, the Betsy. Betsy was the novel. Okay, here we go again with your next question. Still 8-7 is the score. What is another name for Thailand? Yes, Virginia.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right. Marcia.
Position 1, Siam.
That is right, for 5 more points for your team. Siam. Scores 13-7, and here comes the next question. What is worn by many children at mealtime? You were first, Virginia.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right. Marcia?
Position 9, bib.
I'm sorry. I have to have it exact. I'm sorry. It is. You have to give me 3 portions to make it exact. It's position. Is it
Position
right?
9.
What did you say?
Position 9,
Oh,
bib.
it was my mistake. I was looking at the point value. You're absolutely right. Bib, 10 points for your team. Okay, that's it. Halftime with the outside partners. Please spin around. Thank you for the score, 23-7. Virginia and Marcia are leading. Let's change places for the remainder of this game, and we'll be back with the second half of our elimination game after we take time out for this message. We have switched positions, as you see, and we're all set to play the final half of the elimination game, which will end when you hear this sound. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
with the outside partners, please turn around. Okay, now let's light up the board. As you can see, it is the same board. And here is the next question. King Solomon fell under the spell of what foreign queen? Okay, Marcia.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Virginia, where's the answer?
Position 3, Sheba.
That is it. Yes, Sheba, 6 points for your team. You're way out in front now, 29-7. Here comes the next question. Who shot an apple from the head of his own son? Okay, Marcia.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right. Virginia, the answer?
Position 7, Tell.
That's it. William Tell. That's it. 11 big points for your team. You now lead 40-7. Hey, Kelly and Sean, get going. Here's the next question. What book do you find in most hotel rooms? Marcia again.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right. Virginia.
Position 9, Bible.
That's it. 10 more points for your team. You're way out in front, 50-7. Here comes the next question. What Latin American actor is the husband of Esther Williams? Okay, Kelly.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right. Okay, Sean, where's the answer?
Position 10, llama.
That's right. What did you say?
Llamas.
That's it. Right you are. 14 points. Very good. You're now back in the game. 50-21 is the score. Here comes the next question. On what Wednesday does Lent begin? Oh, they both knew the answer. Couldn't find it. It's on line 2, position 2, Ash. Ash Wednesday, beginning of Lent. Okay, no score there. We move on to the next question. What is the name of a famous Polish pianist and composer? Okay, Marcia.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Virginia.
Position 8, Chopin.
You are right for 11 more points for your team. Time's up. The winning team will score 61. Virginia Gillis and Marcia Stewart. Congratulations to you. Kelly Olson and Sean Helber, we thank you so much for being with us here on Now You See It. We have nice prizes for you backstage. We now bid you goodbye and good luck.
Thank you.
So long. And to you, okay, Virginia and Marcia, congratulations. You have moved one step up the ladder toward that $5,000 bank. Time now to play the semifinals, and only one of you will survive this match and take on our champion up there, Pat Neff, in the finals. We'll play the semifinals right after we take time out for these words. All set for the semifinals of Now You See It. We have our 2 remaining players, Marcia Stewart and Virginia Gillis, about whom we should like to learn a little more. So, Marcia, what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm a secretary for a film production company in Hollywood. It's
good.
a lot of fun. It's very exciting.
All right.
And I have 2 dogs and a husband. We live in Burbank.
Well, you're a very busy lady, aren't you? Virginia, what are you going to tell us about Virginia Gillis?
Well, obviously, I don't read much Harold Robbins. But I'm a former teacher of secondary English and math, and my fiance and I are now trying to get a home mail order business started. And since he made more money than I did, I'm holding down that fort, and he's paying my bills. Am I allowed to say that on television?
Interesting and confusing, both, Virginia.
If you think you're
not sure I've got it all.
confused.
And sitting up there watching all this going on is our returning champ, Pro 10, Pat Neff. Hi, Pat.
Hi.
You're watching closely how these girls
I
play.
certainly am.
Okay, at the end of this round, we'll see which one will fight you in the finals. Now, Marcia and Virginia, you played well together, but as you know, now you're going against one another. Only one of you will survive this match and take on Pat Neff up there. Now, we play the Now You See It semifinals, one letter at a time. Now, the instant you think you can give me the right answer, you sound your signal. If you are right, you'll score a point, okay? And the first person who wins 4 points is the winner. Are we ready to go? Let's take a look at that first line, and here is your first clue. First, in space, letter. Letter. Yes, Marcia.
Soviets?
Soviet. Yes, ma'am. That is it. Soviet. 1 point for you. They sent Sputnik up. That was the first one in space. All righty. You have 1 point, Marcia. Here we go with the next clue. The Marines fought here. Yes, Marcia.
Vietnam?
No, I'll give you a free guess, Virginia.
Tripoli.
That is right. Yes, ma'am. You came up with it. Oh, wow. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, and we have a tie game. Each girl has 1 point. Here comes the next clue. Should stop many from driving. Letter. Yes, Marcia.
Liquor.
Liquor is right. Yes, ma'am. Another point for you. You now lead 2-1. Okay, 2-1 is the score as we go to the second line. Ladies, here comes the first clue. A former Hollywood power. Letter. Letter. Yes, Marcia.
Thalberg?
I'm sorry?
Thalberg.
No, that is wrong. I'll give you a free guess. Virginia.
Tarzan.
No. Here we go. Ready? Letter. Yes, Virginia.
Tyrone?
Tyrone. Yes, Tyrone Power. You got it? You tied it up.
After I said it.
That answer ties it up. 2-2 is the score. Here comes the tiebreaker. A new father and daughter acting family. Yes, Virginia.
O'Neill.
That's it. Yes, O'Neill. Ian O'Neill and his daughter. Okay, you now lead 3-2. Virginia, 1 more will do it for you. Marcia needs 2. Here comes your next clue. Mickey Rooney often had this kind of expense. Yes, Virginia.
Alimony.
That is it. You win. You got the 4 points.
That was the easiest one.
Congratulations to you. And Marcia, we want to thank you so much for being with us on Now You See It. A delightful lady and a great player. We have a prize for you backstage. Goodbye and good luck to you. Congratulations, Virginia. You've made it to the finals. Now you have a chance to beat our champion and go for that $5,000. And speaking of the champ, Pat, it's time to come on down and join Virginia here as we get ready to play our finals on Now You See It. We'll play those finals right after this word. Now You See It, and meeting head-to-head, we have the winner of today's competition, Virginia Gillis, and our returning champion pro tem, Pat Neff. Pat, it's a pleasure to welcome you back. I guess you've been thinking about getting up here and winning that $5,000. You got some plans for that money?
Well, not really.
First things first, is that it? First win it? Okay, I don't want to shake either of you up. First, I'll ask you, are you ready to play the finals?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck to you both. Let's bring on the final board. Here she comes. Now you see it. Now you don't. As you know, in the finals, you play without partners. So sound your signal when you think you can identify the line that contains the correct answer. If you are right, I'll confirm it. You can then go on to give me the position and the answer. We'll play until you hear the time's up signal, and the player who is ahead will be the winner and go on to the solo game. Are you ready, ladies?
Yeah.
Okay, let's light up the board. And here's the first question. What peninsula was the scene of a major military campaign between Israel and Egypt? Yes, Virginia.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right the answer now.
Position 9, Sinai.
You are right, and you jump into the lead with 10 points. Okay, here we go. Here's the second question. What's another name for Satan? Yes, Virginia.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right in the answer.
Position 10, Devil.
You are right, and that's 14 big points for you. You have a commanding lead thus far, 24-0. Okay, Pat, let's see you get in the game. Here's the next question. According to legend, the ancient Greeks gave a huge wooden horse to what city? Virginia is
Line 2.
Line 2 is right.
Position 8, Troy.
That is right. 10 more points. You're leading 34 to nothing. Oh boy, what a game. Here we go. Let's, next question. Scarpia is the villain of what Puccini opera? Yes, Pat.
Line 2.
Line 2 is wrong. I'm going to repeat the question for you, Virginia.
I know it.
Scarpia is the villain of what Puccini opera?
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. The answer?
Position 6, Tosca.
That is right. 9 more points for you. 43 to zip is the score. Here comes the next question. In Dickens' Christmas Carol, what was the name of the tiny lad? Okay, Pat, you were first.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right.
Position 4, Tim.
That's it for 5 points. Tiny Tim. Well, you're in the game. 43 to 5 is the score. Here is the next question. What's the condition of the ground meat in steak tartare? Virginia again.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right.
Position 3, raw.
That is it. 7 more points for you. 50 to 5 is the score. Here comes the next question. Sam was the first name of what? Virginia.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right.
Position 7, Spade.
Right. Sam Spade. That's what we were looking for. A famous radio detective. 11 more points for you. Okay, here we go with another question. Who is the communist president of Yugoslavia? Yes, Pat.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. The answer.
Position 4, Tito.
That is right. Tito for 7 points for you, bringing you up to 12. That's it. We have a new winner, a new champion, Virginia Gillis, with a point total of 61. 61. Oh, Pat, first of all, I want to bid you a sad goodbye. It was fun having you on the show. Thanks very much.
Wonderful.
For being with
I
us.
enjoyed
Goodbye,
having
Pat.
this.
Good luck to you. Good luck. Virginia, come on over. It's your turn to play solo for the bank. And as you know, the bank starts off today at $5,000. You'll come back to play for that money right after these words. New champion, Virginia Gillis. You told me earlier you and your boyfriend are going into, was it direct mail order business,
right.
something like that?
Trying to.
I understand that can be a very profitable business. If you
Well,
get going.
after a while, I guess.
I'll tell you the reason I'm trying to talk to you for just a few seconds, Virginia. I noticed that you're shaking like a leaf in the high winds we've been having here. Are you a little bit more settled down now, I hope? Are you letting this
Well,
5,000?
if I'm not, we can't wait forever.
Okay. All right. Good for you. Good for you, Virginia. As you know now, we're going to be playing for $5,000. And the solo game, as you know, is played against the clock. You'll have a total of 60 seconds to get 10 correct answers. Now, the instant you see an answer, I want you to circle it and call it out. But circle it so we can see it on the screen. Are you right-handed? Maybe you want to use this one.
Oh,
Is
is
that
that
working?
easier?
Yeah, I think so.
This one feels better. I don't
This
know
feels
why.
better. Does it feel lucky? Is that it?
Maybe so.
Anyhow, Virginia, if you get all 10 answers, you'll win the $5,000. But if you don't, you'll get $100 for every answer you get along the way. Now, anytime you want to pass a clue, simply say pass, and I'll come back to it later. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, take a look at the board. Light up the board. The clock will start after I give the first clue. And here it is. President Madison's wife.
Pass.
Liquor made from sugar cane.
Rum.
Right. Response to a question.
Answer.
Right. Montgomery's other half.
Pass. Oh,
Wood-feeding insect.
termite.
Right. A plumed bird.
Egret.
Right. Ancient stringed instrument.
Pass.
Animal who adopted Romulus and Remus.
Wolf.
Right. TV actor, Savalas.
Telly.
Right. A key card in bridge.
Trump.
Right. Going back. President Madison's wife.
Dolly.
Right. Montgomery's other half.
Ward.
Right. Ancient stringed instrument.
Liar.
That's it. You got it. Declare divorce. Congratulations to you, Virginia. $5,000 are yours. Thank you looks marvelous. That means this should really help you get started in business, right? Well, in spite of all the nervousness, you came through. You conquered all. You got all 10 answers in 60 seconds. Again, our sincere congratulations to you. You are now 5,000 richer, young lady. That means that tomorrow we'll be starting off with a brand new $5,000 bank. And since you have broken our bank, we'll start off with 5 players tomorrow. And until that time, this is Jack Nars saying so long for Now You See It. Bye-bye. We'll see you then.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Now You See It, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Love of Life, next over most of these CBS stations.